Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world today. My name is Amy Vishwanatha, and you are watching Indian Movie Music Lover. Just an FYI before I start, there are some spoilers in this review, and if you have not watched the movie, proceed with caution. Or go watch the movie and come back and watch this. Or watch this anyway if you don't care. So today I am going to talk about the Hindi movie Sherni, which means tigress. Or it could mean lioness.
Will you? I've heard it both ways.
But for the sake of this movie, we are saying tigress. We've seen her in romance movies. We've seen her in kind of thriller mystery movies and some other movies in between. And now we are seeing her in a kind of docudrama. And if you ask me, this movie is just the tip of the iceberg to prove what a versatile actress she really is. Vidya Balan. In this movie, her character, Vidya Vincent, is a normal, everyday, pretty plain person who has some morals and some values, and is really trying to live her life according to those morals and values, while being a bit far from her husband due to her new posting as a forestry officer. She's also trying to fit into her new post, deal with all the politics that come with this particular job, as well as those people trying to get ahead or selling out or just trying to put money in her own pockets. Vidya has no superpowers in this movie. She's not like this big, powerful person. She's a normal human being, and the pressure is too much, and she feels like quitting. She feels like she's not making a difference, and she even says as much to her husband, who actually talks her into staying at her post. And she tries her best to make a difference, even though all along the way, she keeps getting hit with roadblocks, trying to prevent her from doing what is right. It also shows how someone she's looked up to in kind of a mentorship way becomes a sellout and kind of falls in her eyes. One really cool thing about this movie is it shows the rules in this field of work that more and more women are actually getting into and partaking in, trying to make a difference. I really like the fact that this movie showed what is going on in present day times and situations. So, the storyline. There's this tiger who's been attacking villagers due to its territory being overtaken and lack of food and water that is available to it. So, of course, what happens? It goes to the nearest thing it can find, which happens to be the villagers. This movie gives you an idea of how endangered the tigers actually are. And it also shows the people who sincerely are trying their hardest to help them grow and thrive in their circumstances. But it also shows how they feel like their hands are tied many times, and that sometimes whatever they're doing to help them yields no fruit because you have these politicians or these people who are trying to get ahead or make a name for themselves, even just fill their pockets with money, or kind of just throwing their hands up and saying, hey, this is just the way it is and I may as well go with the flow. What else can I do? The movie did move at a decent pace. It wasn't too fast and it wasn't too slow. It was kind of just right, and it kept my attention. It had a documentary feel to it. I felt that it was very educational and really felt that it was well thought out and not really too preachy. Also, it kept me wanting to know what was going to happen, and it made me think of other things as well that you normally may not think of. Like, I was actually wondering about her marriage and if it was going to work out, if she was happy or not, because she didn't seem happy. And especially when her mother and mother-in-law visited, what she must have been feeling in that situation, as you have two different things pulling at you. You have the career, and then you have the traditional expectation on you as a wife. Another thing it did was show us what happened to her for standing up for what she believed. She was transferred to a completely different position because of her interference in a situation, and because she fought so hard and got in people's way to do what was right. Ultimately, they killed the tiger in the end anyway, but she was able to save the cubs, so that was sweet. But imagine how that would feel. I just can't imagine something you're trying so hard to work for, to save, to do what is right, and it just blows up right in front of your face. I would definitely recommend this movie. Vidya has done such a great job of showing the struggles and the emotions of a normal woman trying to balance her career, her marriage, and also wanting to make a difference in life and feeling that they can't. She did not give up or conform to the norms like she was expected to. She sets a great example of standing up to adversity. She really got into the part and she played the character so well. I even read that she actually spent time with a forestry officer to get into her character on a deeper level. The movie did a great job on trying to raise awareness for the wildlife conservation and into what really happens behind the scenes, as well as showing, as I mentioned earlier, that more and more women are actually coming into this field as a career. And that's a pretty great thing. That is all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Please share this with your friends. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, have a film-tastic day.